God, I pray that you take any negative energy away that is trying to stop us from giving this message. I also pray that you allow us to speak clearly and fluently to give the message to the people that need to hear it. And I also pray that this message reach anybody that needs to hear it. I also would like to say thank you, God, for allowing us to see another day, to be breathing, to be waking up with a smile on our face. Amen. Ashe. Mm-hmm. All right now. What's poppin', love? Your girl getting red, communicate, conversate, whatever you like to call it in today. It's Christmas, baby. First off, Merry Christmas. Second of all, we came here to talk about, yes, you might have been unfortunate, but that does not make you fortunate. No, that does, what was it saying? You might have been unfortunate, but that doesn't make you fortunate. That does not make you unfortunate. I wrote it down somewhere. Basically, it was saying just because you were unfortunate doesn't mean you're not fortunate. There we go. That was a saying. That was a saying. Just because you was unfortunate doesn't make you. Just because you wasn't. You heard this. You heard it. You heard it. Just because you was not fortunate was not unfortunate. I mean, just because you were unfortunate, there we go, doesn't mean you're not fortunate. Sorry, had to take away that negative energy because, baby, that motherfucker was coming, okay? Had to clap that bitch away, get away. Sorry. Let's bring it on in. Bring it on in. Hi, hello. Hi, how are you? My name is Lina. Nice to meet you. I go by Lina the Hood Therapist on YouTube, Instagram, Thread, on Facebook. I go by Lina Reason, okay? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I am here to help you heal, grow, and thrive. Be a better person if you want to. I ain't gonna force you, baby. Baby, I ain't gonna force you. It's up to you, baby. It's up to you. It's up to you to decide if you want to heal, baby. I'm not gonna force you. I ain't got time for that. I'm not gonna waste my energy on nobody that don't want to heal, baby. I'm here to help the motherfuckers that want to heal. So come on, baby. Come heal. If you want to. Like I said, I'm not gonna force you. But yeah, I am here to help you heal deep down inside, not just the surface level, my love. I am here to help you grow, thrive, and be a better person. I know we started off a little rocky on this motherfucker, but hey, how's it going, bitch? It's Christmas. Yes. I am not out celebrating like some of you are with family and stuff like that, but I don't care, like I have not been really celebrating with family for a couple of years now. I ain't gonna hold you, my last couple of Christmas were a little rocky, but this Christmas we came to enjoy ourselves. We are loving on ourselves. We are appreciating ourselves. We are doing what we need to do for ourselves. Okay. Now, yes, your girl's been sipping a little bit. This is like what, my third cup? But hey, it was mixed. It was mixed. But let's get back to the topic at hand. First off, I gotta show you my face. I gotta show you my face, baby. I got to. Look at it. You can't tell me I don't look good. And if you think I don't look good, because I think I look good. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And then the outfit, it's simple. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'll take a step back. It's literally shorts and this beautiful thing here. You know what I'm saying? We gotta come on here and show the motherfucker. Show the fit. Oh, show the fit. You know what I'm saying? But sorry, back to the topic at hand. Since we've shown the fit and gotten things situated, okay? Just because you were unfortunate does not mean you are not fortunate, baby. Just because you had a downfall or you had a challenge that stumped you, you had a situation that made you fall down, and you were unfortunate. You were not able to achieve that thing, or something happened to where you had to take a step back and bow down bow down and leave gracefully. That doesn't mean that you're not fortunate, my love. Just because some people have more than you, or they had a certain level, they were at a higher level than you, does not mean you are not fortunate. Just because you only had a little hiccup in the road, which I would say is a little hiccup, even though it might be a big ass hiccup to you, baby. It doesn't mean it's not, it doesn't mean I don't understand, okay? Because yes, it was a big hiccup to you, but eventually you will get over that hiccup. Yes, it was unfortunate that you had to let go of that job, or let go of that situation, or move from certain places and let go of certain things and certain mindsets, certain friends, certain environments. Yes, I get it. It was unfortunate. Those were your peoples. Those was your long-term friends. That was your job that you loved. That was that place that you adored. That was that environment that you felt close to. But excuse me, but you had to let it go. Unfortunately, you had to be unfortunate in that moment. You had to let it go because of the things that was happening to you. Whether you couldn't keep up that shit, like you lost your job, and or they fired you or something, to where now you had to downgrade to a smaller size home, or downgrade to, instead of having this fancy ass car, you got to get this little putt. But it was unfortunate, okay? It was unfortunate to you. It was unfortunate for you, okay? It was unfortunate for you. Sorry, we gotta do a little more cleansing, because I'm stumbling over my words just a little too much for my liking. But like I said, I have been sipping and I'm enjoying myself. It's Christmas, so I ain't gonna do too much, okay? But like I said, it was unfortunate. It was unfortunate that you had to stop going out with your friends because you had to you had to work, you had to study, you had to do business things, adult things, instead of partying and partying and hanging with your friends. Instead of that you had to plan things. Sorry, y'all. Give me a moment. Because I am not liking it. So let's clear that. Ooh, I hope it don't go off. I forgot I had my fire alarm. I hope that shit don't go off, because I ain't got time for that. But if it do, it's cool. Oh, I do not want to burn you, baby. Yeah. All right. I'm back to what we were saying. You were unfortunate. It was unfortunate for you because, like I said, you had to stay in the books and work and study while other people were partying and doing them and living their lives. Unfortunately, you had a crutch. Unfortunately, you were not the same. Unfortunately, your life, should I say, went differently than the people around you. You had to stay in while they went out. You had to work hard while they got it easy. You had to do the best you can while they didn't really have to do anything. Things got handed to them. You worked hard for your shit. But just because you were going through turmoil, being unfortunate, having to put certain things down and letting certain things go and not being able to do what you wanted to and had to really be like, I want to do this, but I know that I can't do this right now because I have to focus on my future, focus on what's going on in my life, focus on these things. I know I want to go hang out with friends, or I want to go entertain and enjoy myself and do all these things, but I have to put my head down and focus because I am not fortunate enough to go. Sorry, my charger dropped. I was not fortunate enough. I am not fortunate enough to be able to do those things right now because I'm thinking about my future. I'm focusing on my future. I'm focusing on the things that I know that I need to do right now. Even though I am being drawn to those things that I want to party, I want to drink, I want to kick it, I want to smoke, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do everything in the motherfucking sun. But right now I know I can't. Unfortunately, I cannot because I am looking at my future. I was unfortunate. I had crutches, like I said. I had, or you have, we have had to go through things that other people didn't go through. While they enjoyed their lives, we had to go through shadow work. While they over there kicked it and partied and did all that shit, we had to heal from our traumas and pain. When they was over there ignoring everything, ignoring the red flags, ignoring the sign, all we seen was red that we could not ignore because it was so in your face. Yes, you were unfortunate at that time, but that does not mean you are not fortunate. Realize that you had to be unfortunate to get fortune. See, you can't just wake up and have fortune, baby. You gotta work for it. I'm pretty sure if you ask any rich person, any person that is up there in their brackets in wealth, they will tell you I had to be unfortunate. I had to go through things and let go of things and work my ass off and not go and party and not do this. I had to be on a crutch. I had to let go of the things. And not only that, I was also getting tossed and turned. Things were letting go of me. Things were trying to destroy me. I was so down in the rut. I was so unfortunate at my beginning. But I still worked hard. I still grew. I still did the best I could. Even though things were keep getting thrown at me. Even though things weren't working for me. Even though I had to let go of things. Even though I had to say, damn, why is it them and not me? Why can't I go party like them? Why can't I go relax like them? Why can't I go enjoy life like them? Why do I always keep getting my motherfucking jobs taken and they just getting it like that? Why am I always having to go in and work hard and do this and do that? Why am I so unfortunate? But that doesn't mean that you're not fortunate, baby. It just means that God is working on you. God is working on you, baby. God has something so grand, so amazing, so out of this world that you don't even know and you can't even imagine. That you have to be at the bottom to get to the top. You have to learn how to get everything taken from you. to go up, you have to start at the bottom and work your way to the top. And there's going to be another message about working your way to the top, because I got something for that, okay? But like I said, just because you were unfortunate in the beginning doesn't mean you are not fortunate. It just means that you had to learn your lessons. It just means you had to get over being a young child, being naive, being this person that you used to be, being this people pleaser, being this yes man, yes sir, yes woman, being this motherfucker that people can walk over, being this motherfucker that you just know, and God knows that you cannot be to get to the top, that you cannot be to be fortunate. Because think of it this way. If you weren't down there being unfortunate, going through all that turmoil, going through all that pain, going through all that shit, when you get to the top, you would ruin it. When you get the fortune that God is trying to give you, you would ruin it. Why? Because you were never unfortunate. You never felt that pain. You never felt the bottom. You never felt how things always kept getting taken from you. You never felt how things always kept trying to destroy you. You never felt that. So if you never felt that, you would get to the top and then let it use you. And that power that you would get from that fortune, that energy that you would get from that fortune, it would use you and abuse you. And you would use that fortune and abuse that fortune. So y'all are going back and forth, using and abusing each other. And one thing about it, if you use and abuse fortune, you will get nothing. You won't. Because that fortune will get taken from you. That's why you had to start at the bottom to know how it feels to have nothing. So when you get the fortune that you deserve, you will cherish it like it's the best thing on the world, because it is. Just because you were unfortunate doesn't mean that you're not fortunate. God is putting you through a test. God is trying to make you realize that you are going through a lot for a reason. I wonder if that was my mama. It sounded like it. But yeah, I know it's hard, my love. I know you are going through so much right now. I know that you are probably feeling this heavy weight of why am I so unfortunate? Why are things not working out for me? Why am I constantly getting canceled? Why am I constantly getting destroyed? Why am I constantly getting ran over? Why am I constantly doing some negative shit? Why am I constantly getting negative shit? Why am I constantly having to let go of things? Why am I constantly being pushed aside? It's for you to learn. It's for you to grow. And like they say, you will never grow if you never have any pain. But I want you to know, just hold on. Because your time will come. Just because you are unfortunate in this moment does not mean you are not fortunate. It just means, like I said, I don't know how many times in this video, and I am kind of repeating myself, you are going through something. To reach a high that God is trying to make you reach, you are going through something. Excuse me. Listen, if you if you think my burping is gross, you can leave because we all burp. We're humans. Come on now. But like I said, it's life. Those that get it will get it. Those that don't, you will be at the bottom for the rest of your life. Why? Because you are not realizing you are unfortunate, because you are growing. You have to go through pain to grow. You have to go through a lot to get a lot. So think of it this way. If you are so unfortunate and you are still keeping a smile on your face, still doing the best you can, even when the world is throwing so much negative energy at you, so much toxic shit at you, so much bullshit. Eventually the tables will turn, and that energy that you put out into the world will come back to you, and you will be fortunate. All that positive energy you had during that negative situation, during those negative times, will come back to you. So don't allow any negative energy. Don't allow the things that you deem as unfortunate to destroy you. Because it's only helping you. It's only allowing you to grow. I know. It's easier said than done, my love. But take it from me. Because I'm telling you from experience. You had to go through the unfortunate. You had to get kicked down at rock bottom. You had to be defeated so you can learn and grow and elevate and thrive so you could win the next time. Oh, I love it when I talk because I'm not just talking to you. I'll be talking to myself too. It's fun when I get the messages from God, because God really be talking to a motherfucker. But yeah, don't allow your unfortunate moments to make you think that you are unfortunate, because you are not. Just because you had unfortunate moments does not mean you are not fortunate. You are. You are fortunate. And I need you to realize that. I myself has come a long way, and I thought I was so unfortunate. But in all reality, I had to realize that God was just preparing me for my table, as they say. Preparing me for all the fortune that I deserve. Preparing me for all the things that God wants me to have. I had to go through the pain so I could see the signs, so I can know I don't need to go through that because I've been through that. So around that, maneuver around that. I don't know if my phone just cut out, so I don't know if you heard that last part, but basically, we're going to say it again just so you heard it. I had to go through pain so I could learn my lesson. So when I seen the signs again, I can maneuver around it so I wouldn't have to go through it again. So I can dodge that blockage that is trying to block me, because I've been there before. I know what to do. I know how to move. And not only that, It's so that I know when I see somebody down and out, I don't treat them badly because I know I've been there before and I can go there again. You just gotta learn that you are going through what you're going through so you can learn and grow and elevate and thrive. You know, my favorite saying that I say all the time: grow, elevate, thrive. Grow, elevate, thrive. You gotta realize that's what it's for. Everything in life is for you to grow, elevate, and thrive. It's up to you to decide if you want to or stay down and woe is me and woe is me. Oh shit. I'm sorry, I played too much. But yeah, just because you have unfortunate moments does not mean that you are not fortunate. So remember that and say that to yourself when you are going through something that is unfortunate. Whatever it is, whatever you deem that is unfortunate in your life, remember to say that to yourself. Just because I'm having an unfortunate moment right now, just because I'm going through something negative right now, does not mean I am not fortunate. Does not mean that this is my life. Does not mean that I am going to be like this forever. It does not mean that. And believe it. Because that's true. Just because your life is negative right now doesn't mean it's going to always be negative. The tables will turn, the wheel will go, and then it'll be your turn. You know, the wheel of fortune. The wheel will turn, the wheel of fortune. Either you're going to be on top or you're going to be on bottom, but eventually that wheel will keep going, and you're on top and they're on bottom. Whatever that negative thing's on bottom, and then you're on bottom and it's on top, and you're on top and it's on bottom. It keeps going. But you gotta remember, just because you are on bottom right now doesn't mean you're not gonna get to the top. It doesn't mean that you are always going to stay at the bottom. It might even go so slow that you don't even realize that you are going to the top. You don't even realize that the wheel is turning. You don't feel it because you're so focused on being on the bottom that when the top comes, you don't realize that you have that moment of peace. The thing is, there's always going to be a bottom. Now, you might not be where you used to be, but that does not mean you will not be at the bottom sometimes. Sometimes people be at the bottom. It's natural. Good and bad, we gotta have it, baby. But if you keep focusing on the bottom, the top will come and go. And then you're back on the bottom because you're so focused on the bottom. You're not realizing there's moments in life that makes you feel on top of the world. So focus on the top. And every time you focus on the top, all you're going to do is the top, the top, the top. Even at the bottom, you're going to feel on top because you know your time is coming where you're going to be on top. Yeah, I'm at the bottom right now, but that top is coming. I might be at the bottom right now, but that top is coming. And then you at the top. And then you realize, yeah, I'm at the top. And then that bottom comes and you don't even realize that you hit bottom because you're so used to the top, or you so focused on the top and you paying attention to the top. Even the bottom starts to feel like the top sometimes, because all you know is at the bottom I'm learning, at the bottom I'm growing, at the bottom I'm thriving, at the bottom I'm elevating. At the bottom, that means it's time for me to learn something. That means I need to sit on my ass, learn this lesson, so when I get to the top, I'm flourishing. Yeah. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. That's that real shit right there. That's what I'm talking about. So don't focus on the bottom. Don't focus on the bottom. When you get to that bottom, focus on learning, focus on healing, focus on thriving, focus on elevating. When you get to the top, focus on having fun and enjoying yourself and doing the best you can. When you get to that bottom, learn, heal, grow, thrive. Top, have fun. Learn, heal, grow, thrive. At the bottom, learn, heal, grow, thrive. At the top, learn, heal, grow, thrive. Baby. It'll get to the point, like I said, when you get to that bottom, you're not even focused on the fact that you're at the bottom. You're not even focused on the fact that you're unfortunate right now, because a lot of unfortunate things is not really as unfortunate as some other things. Because this unfortunate thing is your car broke down. That could be the unfortunate thing. The unfortunate thing is you late on your rent. Ooh, excuse me. Confirmation, I guess. For some shit, that might be. You know what I'm saying? For some, it might be. You late on your rent. That's not that bad. It doesn't mean you don't got your rent. It's just it's a little tight right now. So you gotta wait like a couple of days so you get some more cash, and now you got it. You know what I'm saying? Or shit, you just stubbed your toe. That's unfortunate. Shit, you know how shit that hurt. You know what I'm saying? Or damn, you gotta go through something because, or you gotta change up your schedule routine because certain things aren't working out right now. That's unfortunate. Like I said, some unfortunate things aren't as the same as other unfortunate things, because it also could be your health is declining. You might have a cold, a flu, whatever, shit, something. And another one could be real bad, real unfortunate. You lose your home, you're homeless. You lose a family member, they gone. You lose a friend, that's gone. It get real unfortunate. So when it gets real unfortunate, you take a time to heal. You sit in it. But don't focus on it forever, because it's only going to make your life unfortunate, because you are focusing on the unfortunate. Sometimes you got to understand that people leave. If we're talking about having to let go of things, let go of someone that's passed, they leave. Everybody died, baby. We are right now, even I am right now, slowly but surely. It's unfortunate, yes, but focus on the fortunate. Focus on the highs. Don't focus on the lows. When you are at your lowest, learn from it. Why am I at my lowest right now? What is going on right now? Why am I here? So that I don't have to be here in this moment anymore. Learn when you are at your lows. Just because you are unfortunate doesn't mean you will not be fortunate. And I know I'm a little all over the place right now, but that's life. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be all over the place. Sometimes I'm going to say certain things. Sometimes we going to go jump here, jump there, jump everywhere. But like I said, it still goes in with the situation. It still goes in what I'm talking about. So don't allow things in your life to make you feel unfortunate. And you stay in that energy. Because all that's doing is messing you up, baby. All that's doing is ruining you. Like I said, Just because you are unfortunate right now doesn't mean you are not fortunate. Your time will come. The wheel will turn. And bitch will be up. The bitch will be up. Like I say, take me for an example, bitch. I was down. Let me give you, since it's Christmas. Last year, Christmas, bitch, I was unfortunate. But I stayed positive. I kept moving forward. I focused on being fortunate. This year's Christmas, baby. I'm a bad bitch. I'm not gonna cry, baby. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not, because I'm trying to tell you. You gotta focus on the positive, baby. Don't focus on being unfortunate, because that's just a moment. Maybe my life, I've been through some shit, but I'm telling you, focus on the positive. Focus on being fortunate, because it's just a moment. The unfortunate is just a moment, my love. You will be better. Your life will be better. Only if you allow it to. Only if you stay on the fortunate side. Only if you keep staying positive. Only if you focus. I'm telling you, I am a walking example. Just because you are unfortunate in that moment doesn't mean you are not fortunate. Don't allow these unfortunate moments to ruin you. Don't allow these unfortunate moments to destroy you, because you are fortunate. And I'm crying right now and I'm messing up my makeup and I need to take a picture, so we're gonna have to get off here because I need to go freshen up, take my pictures, and stop crying. But the only thing that I need to tell you is, if you don't understand or listen to me at all of this message, just take this one message. Just because you are not fortunate in that moment does not mean you are not fortunate. Don't allow those things to destroy you. Because, baby, you are so fortunate, it's not even funny. But that's about it. Well, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my channel for more content like this. I'm going to see if I can put my YouTube in my bio or the description down here or up here, wherever it is. But if not, go to my page, go to my YouTube, or go to my page, go to my bio. It's in my bio, baby. So check out my YouTube, check out my other socials. I'm there posting, not a lot, but I'm working on it. I'm working on posting as much as I can, getting up out of bed and doing the best I can, you know what I'm saying? Trying to come up with some things, you know what I'm saying? But being fortunate. But yeah, like I said, if you got anything you want to ask me or anything, like any healing advice or anything, comment down below. I might have been through it, I might have experienced it, so you never know. But yeah, I'm finna go. Try and not cry and take pictures, cause bitch, I look too fucking good. Shit, I got the ass on me. I need to go take a picture of that too, And some more wine, cause bitch, it's Christmas. Ho, 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 bitch. Merry Christmas. Okay. Peace out, y'all.